What's good? Welcome back to the journal. We've been talking about the Kendrick Lamar album that dropped this week. So we had to come back for another one. So let's go ahead and get into it. Gloria, it's one of my favorite songs from the GNX album. From the elegant instrumental, SZA's vocals on the chorus and bridge to the storytelling and flow that Kendrick Lamar displays on this beat. It's masterfully done. We don't get hip hop albums composed this well from anybody but Kendrick Lamar. But I digress. I've done some research about this song and what it means. Some think the central meaning of this song is like an ode to hip hop and the relationship between him and his craft. I want to talk about the idea of treating your passion as if it's the love of your life. So we aren't necessarily going to be talking about the album. We're more talking about a concept. Treating your passion as if it's the love of your life or a relationship you want to nurture and grow in. I don't make my relationship with my passion public, if that makes sense. This has led to an unhealthy relationship with my passions. Because when life hits, everything I love takes a step to the side. With my work life, my friendships, world news, etc., you know, it's very easy to get caught up and lost in the world we live in, especially in America where everything is so fast paced and hustle culture is so prominent. I mean, we're all constantly moving, constantly grinding and improving, but constant grinding can cause some internal friction, which can lead to burnout, which in turn can lead to mental, emotional, and spiritual decline. Like, where do we go to get away from the world? What do you do to decompress? Where do you put your downtime? I want to talk about this because I believe everyone needs a hobby or something you're passionate about. I recommend you find a passion or at least a hobby and treat it like a passion. Using streaming services and doom scrolling to pass the time all the time can't be healthy for your brain or your soul. You're filled with anxiety. You're filled with the anxiety of everyday life, whether it be work, family, relationships, your city, your neighborhood. And then you go onto your phone and constantly flood yourself with information. Or you go onto Netflix and watch whatever trash is on Netflix to pass the time. There is no end to the anxiety. You need to be free. You need to free your mind. According to Neuroscience News, research shows that having a hobby is linked to lower levels of depression and may even prevent depression for some. And losing interest and joy in things you normally like doing is like the first symptom or of poor mental health. Man, I can't read. But you know what I'm saying. That specific article goes a little deeper and says um, those individuals that don't look for relief in a hobby usually find that relief in a substance or a drug. And constant drug use can cause mental, emotional, and physical decline. For instance, I myself am learning how to play the guitar. I mean, I've been playing the guitar for quite some time, but I try to make sure I am learning something new all the time. I'm also creating content for this channel. It's also helping me to stop smoking, which is a plus. When I'm creating, I get consumed with what I'm creating, which is taking time away from me smoking, which is doing wonders for my mental and physical health. When I feel the urge to smoke, I do something creative, I read, or I even pray and talk to God. I feel like my relationship with the divine is growing stronger. I feel the difference in my body. Making time for what I'm passionate about has done wonders for my mental, emotional, and spiritual health. So finding time for your interests can be the first step in combating mental health. I mean, combating mental illness. Forgive me. Let's not combat mental health. Okay, it doesn't have to be something you're even good at, just something you enjoy doing. If you can't think of something, bruh, please just go outside, feel the grass, you dig, you know? I don't know what your process may be in finding your relief, but I recommend you find your passion. Your mind will thank you. And as we bring this to a close, I want to ask you, actually, I want you to ask yourself these questions. What does your relationship with your passion look like? What does your relationship with your own self care look like? Would it be cold and distant? Would it be on and off? Would it be the type of relationship where you spend some time with her and then none at all for the next 2 months? Make time with what you're passionate about, for what you're passionate about, and you will receive your reward and the peace it gives you. Adios.